நீ என்ன பண்ண, ஒரு டைரி நோட் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கணும் எங்கேயான ஒரு இடத்துல.
எஸ் சார், எஸ் சார்.
மறக்காம இருக்கு.
சார். சார் ஏப்ரல் 17th ஜாயினிங் சொல்லிட்டாங்க சார். ஆனா எனக்கு இன்னும் டிவி வரல, வெரிஃபிகேஷன் மெயில்.
இது வரணுமே, மெடிக்கல் சொல்லியிருப்பாங்க.
அதான் அதுக்கு மெடிக்கல் எல்லாம் முடிச்சுட்டு ஏப்ரல் 17th ஜாயினிங்ன்ட்டு இவங்களுக்கு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. டெல்லி சர்க்கிள் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, டெல்லி அண்ட் சரௌண்டிங்ஸ். நேற்று தான்.
உங்களுக்கு வரல இல்லையா?
எஸ் சார். ஆனா மோஸ்டா 17 தான் ஆல் ஓவர் இந்தியா ஜாயினிங் போட்டிருக்காங்க சார்.
ஓ, வெரி குட், வெரி குட். அப்ப மெடிக்கலுக்குலாம் ரெடி ஆயிடு. டாக்குமெண்ட்ஸ், கீப் தி டாக்குமெண்ட்ஸ் ரெடி.
ஏப்ரல் 1ஆம் தேதி அதை அப்ளை பண்ணிடுவேன். அது ஒரு 2-3 டேஸ்ல வந்துடும்.
வெரி குட்,
எக்ஸலென்ட். இந்த இன்டர்வியூ முடிஞ்சிரும் நினைக்கிறேன் அந்த டைம்க்குள்ள, ஏப்ரல் 10th
இதுக்குள்ள முடிஞ்சிரும். அதுக்குள்ள இன்டர்வியூ முடிஞ்சிரும். That should not be a problem. Good. Yeah, excellent.
I was remembering it until 6:45, sir. I do not know what. I was remembering the class. I was remembering that I had this interview session till 6:45, sir.
But suddenly you forgot.
The class was going on and I couldn't recollect, sir.
It's okay. No problem. No problem. Absolutely.
Current cut, sir. So I couldn't come for the budget, or else you would have reminded me there also, sir.
Yeah, good. Now,
we'll start, sir.
Yeah, good evening. You are appearing for State Bank of India probationary officer interview. And we cannot avoid this particular question, namely about the gap that you have been having in the selection process. And can you please justify the, say, the long gap you have?
To justify that, I don't have any points, sir, but I can say that I am not, I cannot justify that long gap, but I can say I am consistent enough in working all these 8 years to come have this interview in SBI, sir. This is my first time appearing in SBI and I feel good about it. I did quite well in all these years, just to cope up with the flow and get to this interview, sir.
Yeah,
the gap
you can say,
was not. Yes, sir.
You can tell like this: the gap initially occurred because I was not aware of the proper procedure for preparing for the exams, and later on when I started picking it up, I could clear the prelims and appear for mains, and after 2 years I could appear for the say interview also, but could not clear the interview by a few marks. This time I have written well in the written examination. Yes, and I'm confident of clearing this. And I have been selected as a clerk in the State Bank of India. And yeah, I have been selected as a clerk. But you don't have to tell that. Are you going to tell about?
I'm not sure about that, sir.
No,
better, I should be saying it.
Better mention it, because that will give a better opinion.
Yes, sir, definitely, sir. I should.
It will give now the gap will be forgotten. Yes, they will forget about the gap if you are going to tell that you have been selected in State Bank of India as a clerk. Good.
Yes.
Excellent. Very nice. Now, which bank do you have an account?
I have an account in State Bank of India alone, sir.
Acha, you have account in State Bank of India only. Who is the chairman of our bank?
Ramakumar. I'm sorry, his name starts with Rama. Just now I googled it. MD CEO of State Bank.
No, chairman. Chairman is Dinesh Kumar Karra, na?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Dinesh Kumar Karra.
Dinesh Kumar Karra. Dinesh Kumar Karra. Good. So, what is the account you are having in State Bank of India?
I opened an SBI account, State Savings Bank account in 2015, sir.
I will open it. I
Okay, sir.
opened a savings bank account 2016,
15.
15. Acha, acha.
Yes,
Good,
sir.
excellent. Now, in the year 2014, in the matter of, say, our union government, there was a change. What is the change you are able to remember?
2014, sir.
Yeah.
14, I couldn't remember, sir. 16 was demonetization. And before demonetization, where there were merger of SBI's
Hmm.
bank in 2015, sir. I'm not sure about that year also.
And I was mentioning about 2014
14.
changeover of the government from Congress government to Bharatiya Janata Party
Oh, yes, sir.
government.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in that year, a scheme was introduced. The aim of that scheme is that everybody should have account. What is the name of that scheme?
Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, sir.
Can you tell me a few points about Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana?
Yes, sir. Before it was called zero frills account or no balance account, sir. This is to just open an account for every individual to know about the banking terminologies and banking process. This account is no minimum balance, and normally it comes without checkbook, sir. This account you cannot have checkbook, and the deposit and yeah, checkbook will be available on certain conditions with minimum balance of 5,000. Without checkbook, it will be 500, sir.
No, I'm not sure about that. Please check it up.
Okay, sir.
Because don't
It
commit
may differ
yourself
from
where we
okay.
are not, definite about it. Why do you have to talk about checkbook? Don't talk about
Okay,
it. You can
okay, sir.
simply tell other points.
This is also called banking, no, basic savings bank deposits account, sir.
Good point. That's a good
Yes, sir.
point. Tell me, what are the conditions therein? What is the what is the maximum remittance that can be done?
Maximum
How
remittance
much
is,
withdrawal can be made?
yes, sir. Uh,
Mm,
Maximum can be 50,000, sir.
mm,
I'm sorry, remittances, right? It should be not 50,000.
mm, mm. This is a very important question
Important question, yes.
from the angle of State Bank of India. It is a very, very
Very
important question.
important.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
PMJDY accounts are basic savings bank deposit account in the nature of few additional facilities. The basic savings bank deposit account is a savings account which offer the following minimum facilities free of charge without requirement of maintaining minimum balance to the holders of such accounts. Deposit of cash, some more details regarding that. I'm just telling you. You can get these details under pmjdy.gov.in scheme. I
Yes,
am
sir.
giving the link in our Telegram page. Okay. 2023 interview paid group 7. I am giving the link in that. Okay. Yeah. What are the benefits of PMJDY? One basic savings bank account is opened for unbanked persons. There is no requirement to maintain any minimum balance. Interest is earned on the deposit. Interest is there. As for other accounts, here also you will get interest. Then a RuPay debit card is provided to PMJDY account holder. Accident insurance cover of rupees 1 lakh now enhanced to rupees 2 lakh for new PMJDY accounts opened after 28th of August 2018 with RuPay card issued. Then overdraft facility of rupees 10,000 to eligible account holders. Then PMJD, most important point is PMJDY accounts are eligible for direct benefit transfer. Pradhan
Yes, sir.
Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, Atal Pension Yojana, then Micro Units Development and Refinance Agency Bank Scheme, Mudra Scheme. So this is a very, very, very important point. Can you do you recollect whatever I have told you? Can you
Yes,
tell
sir.
me a few
Yes, sir.
points that I told you? Please tell.
Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is also called as Basic Savings Bank Deposits Account. It is also called as No Frills Account, earlier called as No Frills Account. This is open per person to just know the banking terminologies and to know about the banking operations to educate him. And this is opened at free of charge with minimum balance, no minimum balance, and maximum balance that is 50,000, 10,000. You did not mention that, sir.
No, pardon. What did he say?
There is no minimum balance. Maximum balance
No,
should not exceed.
that point has not been covered here.
Yes,
That
sir.
will be there in some other.
That should be
Mm,
not exceeding 10,000 or
no, no,
50,000
no,
anytime.
no. Regarding that Union Bank of India, that account we can see. There are conditions. In a year, you should not remit more than 50,000 deposit,
Yes, sir.
something like.
That is where I am
Mm,
confused, sir.
mm. Key features of PMJDY account. Um, yeah, 1 minute. Um, I think Anurag has come. Anurag, are you there online?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Anurag, in the basic savings bank deposit account, what is the maximum balance that can be there in the account?
So it depends upon bank, sir.
Not that way, Baba. It will be same in all banks. DSBDA customers are eligible to, that is all. Women PMJDY customers who are also self-help group members are eligible overdraft facility of 5,000. Of course, as you say, it may differ from bank to bank also. But then there is one broad definition that the withdrawal in a year should not.
Exceed
Uh, I am
50,000.
having it here. Aggregate of all credits in an account during a financial year does not exceed rupees 1 lakh.
1 lakh, okay, sir.
The aggregate of all withdrawals and transfers in a month does not exceed rupees 10,000. ஒரு மாசத்துக்கு
Okay, 10,000.
10,000 ரூபாய்க்கு மேல எடுக்க கூடாது.
Okay, sir.
And aggregate credit during a financial year 1 lakh மேல இருக்க கூடாது.
Yes, sir.
The balance in an account at any point of time does not exceed 50,000 rupees.
Okay, sir.
The operations in the account shall be withheld upon breaching the above restrictions. And most
Yes, sir.
important point, foreign remittance is not allowed to be credited into BSBDA. The account remains operational initially for a period of 12 months only, which can be extended for a further period of 12 months, provided the account holder applies and furnishes evidence of having applied for any of the that is documents verifications. The entire
Officially valid
relaxation.
document.
Hmm. This is basics.
Savings
Basics.
deposits.
Yeah.
Bank
No, what about
deposits.
account? Yeah. No. This one is known as a small account. What I told you is small account, but in a basic savings bank, there are two types of account. One
Yes, sir.
is basic savings bank deposit account, BSBDA, KYC compliant account.
Okay, sir.
There, the restriction of 1 year, etc., will not come.
Yes, sir.
But in respect of basic savings bank deposit, small account, these restrictions will come. Can
Okay.
you recollect and tell me what are the restrictions for both BSBDA and BSBDA small? What are the restrictions? I will ask questions, you answer me.
Okay,
The
sir.
aggregate of all credits in an account during financial year should not exceed
1 lakh rupees, sir.
aggregate of all withdrawals and transfers in a month does not exceed rupees.
10,000, sir.
The balance in an account at any point of time does not exceed rupees.
1 lakh, sir.
No, 50,000.
50,000. Okay, okay. Balance should
The
not exceed 50,000. Okay, sir.
50,000. Or foreign remittances, inward remittances allowed in basic
Not
savings bank
allowed,
account.
not allowed in both accounts, sir.
Very good. Excellent. That's all. That much is sufficient for that question. Now let me come. Mr. You have account with our State Bank of India savings bank account.
Yes, sir.
Do you go to the branch for operation of the account, or you are using some other means for operating the account?
I go to the branch, sir, but now I'm using Yono SBI, sir.
What is YONO?
You only need one account, sir. That is the acronym for Yono, sir.
Good. Now, what are the various functions that can be done with a State Bank YONO app?
It is helpful in managing all the accounts that you have in a single app, sir. If you have fixed deposit account, savings bank account, you have a loan, or you are trying to get a loan, everything can be accessed through this single app, sir. That is why it is named as you only need one, sir.
What are the services provided?
Services, right, like you can check in for a loan, you can apply in for a loan, you can ask, you can check your details about the balance and bank transactions, bank statement for the financial year. It is a specified time. Maximum I have done for 6 months, sir. Check my bank statement.
No, but
Yes, sir.
here, when I make a question like this, what are the services provided by SBI YONO app? It is telling so many things. You must go through. I will show you this, Mr. Rajan, not only for you, for others also. See, you must study like this. You must read like this. Yes, SBI, definitely you are going to be asked a question on YONO. So what are the key benefits of SBI YONO app? So if you can go to SBI, catch hold of some literature, you can go through that. Otherwise, here it is given savings bank account, deposits and YONO pay, then shopping and lifestyle, investment and cards like life insurance, and loans, personal finance. Almost all these services are done by SBI YONO.
Yes, sir.
So how does SBI YONO app works? The answer for that given is you can log on to the YONO app portal with your online SBI login credentials or account details, including ATM card. On the mobile app, you can set a six-digit PIN, four-digit PIN,
For SBI, it is
six-digit,
6, sir. Yes, sir.
six-digit,
Yes,
six-digit
sir.
M PIN that can be used for login in future. In case you do not have both your online SBI login credentials and ATM card, please visit your SBI branch.
And
Now let me ask simple question, Rajan.
yes, sir. For transaction also, it is 6 pins, sir.
6-pin, M-PIN,
Yes, sir.
M-PIN.
MPIN is for login, sir. For transaction, if I need to send amount to person, for transaction, UPI transactions also, it is 6 pin for SBI, sir.
Another pin has to be given. 6-pin.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Supposing we forget this M-PIN, what is the solution for that?
And there are two security questions we'll have to answer. While logging in, we'll give the answer, sir. This is just to cross check, sir. And if the account gets logged, even you can either go to the customer care center and say my account is logged out, logged, and they will redirect you to the branch. The next day, if you go to the branch, they will assist you with logging in your account, sir.
Oh, very good. I don't know. I have not practiced that.
I have done it twice, sir.
Acha, acha. Can you please
Yes, sir.
repeat how it is to be retrieved? Tell me.
Retrieved. Two ways can be done. It will be done in two ways. You can either go into the customer care and ask him for the help and say him your account details, just your account number and nothing else. They will be asking our account number and our personal details. We shouldn't be giving the debit card details also. So to be clear of that, and they will say that this is their problem. You will get to we will get to the process, and the process takes some time, right? Like 48 hours. Within 48 hours, if it gets cleared, it is not an issue. If it exits 48 hours, you will be directed to the branch.
Okay, good. No problem. Very good. So you
Yes,
have account with SBI. You have
yes,
a debit card.
yes, sir.
What are the purposes for which a customer can use a debit card?
Debit card is like using our money, sir. So to purchase something, to pay bills, to retrieve money from the ATM, and to use it in point of sale while shopping, etc. sir.
Why are you? No, you must tell with some more
Yes, sir.
involvement.
I am giving some point and
இன்னும்
stop you
கொஞ்சம்
abruptly.
ஆசையா பேசணும், விருப்பமா பேசணும். தமிழ்ல சொல்லு பார்க்கலாம். ஒரு டெபிட் கார்டை வச்சுக்கிட்டு என்னெல்லாம் பண்ணலாம்?
டெபிட் கார்டு வச்சு நான் பில் பே பண்ணலாம் சார்.
சரி,
டிரான்சாக்ஷன்ஸ் பண்ணலாம். நான் போய் என்
சரி,
அக்கௌண்ட்ல டெபாசிட் பண்ணலாம். டெபிட் கார்டு
சரி.
வச்சே டெபாசிட் பண்ணலாம். எந்த பேங்க்லயும் பண்ண முடியாது சார். ஸ்டேட் பேங்க்ல பண்ண முடியும்.
அது எப்படி?
பிஓஎஸ்க்கு வந்து மெஷின் வந்து ஸ்டேட் பேங்க் பிரான்ச்லயே இருக்கும். டெபிட் கார்டு யூஸ் பண்ணி நீங்க உங்க அக்கௌண்ட்ல டிராப் பண்ணிக்கலாம். நோ நீட் ஆஃப் செல்லான், நோ நீட் ஆஃப் எனிதிங் எல்ஸ் சார். டெபிட் கார்டு இருந்தா போய் டிராப் பண்ணிட்டு நீங்க உங்க மணியை கொடுத்துட்டு அக்கௌண்ட்ல டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணிக்கலாம் சார்.
ஓகே.
சிம்பிள்
அப்புறம்
ப்ராசஸ்.
அப்புறம்
சார் ஃபார் பில் பேமெண்ட், ஃபார் ஷாப்பிங் சார், அகைன் பிஓஎஸ் யூஸ்ட் எல்ஸ்வேர், அங்கேயும் யூஸ்
ஓகே.
பண்ணலாம் சார்.
சரி,
சார்
அப்புறம் அப்புறம்
எலக்ட்ரானிக்
எலக்ட்ரானிக் காமர்ஸ்க்கு யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
yes sir, for internet banking and I forgot that point sir.
அப்புறம் you can use it for other apps like GPay, PhonePe. அதுக்கெல்லாமும் அந்த டெபிட் கார்டுடைய பர்டிகுலர்ஸ் தேவைப்படுது.
Yes sir, for online transactions.
ஆன்லைன் டிரான்சாக்ஷன்ஸ்க்கு அது தேவைப்படுது அப்படிங்கறத சொல்லலாம். சரி, அதுல டெபிட் கார்டுல மொத்தம் எவ்வளவு நம்பர் இருக்கும்?
16 sir.
எவ்வளவு?
16.
Sure.
Yes sir.
16 or 12?
16 sir.
Correct. இப்படிதான் கன்ஃபியூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க, but you must be
Okay,
confident. Very
okay,
good.
sir.
16. Yeah, good.
Yes,
16 digits. Now,
yes sir.
can you tell me what are the various points that we can notice in a debit card face, on the face of a debit card?
We can know whether the card is from Visa, MasterCard or RuPay.
Correct.
There would be the 16 digits entered in your card. We'll have CVV number.
Where will the CVV?
Backside of the card.
Okay.
There would be a chip. Now we are using a chip in the front side, which is enabled for the transaction electronically. And we have our expiry date on the debit card, sir.
Expiry date? Can you tell correctly?
Expiry year, sir.
Expiry year மட்டும் இருக்குமா?
Year and month, yes sir.
Year and month.
Yes sir.
Okay. Now you said there is one account number CVV. How many digits are there in that?
3 sir.
What is the expansion of CVV? Hello,
CV. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
C
Card
C.
verification value.
Very good. Card
Yes,
verification value.
value.
Yeah. What are debit card chips made of? உனக்கு தெரியுதா screen இல்லையே? Screen
Yes,
தெரியுதா?
sir. It is available.
I'll close it.
I did not
Please
see
tell
it, but just now
what
saw
are
it.
the debit card chip made of?
It is made of electronic chips, sir. Electronic magnetic chips, sir.
Hmm.
This is useful in. Yes, sir.
The explanation not sufficient.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your explanation is not sufficient. Physically, EMB chips are made of very thin layers of glass with small circuits embedded between them. இதெல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமான வார்த்தைகள். நல்லா படிச்சு மெமரைஸ் பண்ணணும். The
Being an
layers,
electronic candidate, I should know this, sir.
yeah, the layers are then bonded with a gold or silver contact pad, which also serves as a protective layer. So the chip itself is actually hidden behind the gold or silver layer you see on the front of the card. Which part of a debit card is the chip? The real difference with these new cards is the small computer chip embedded in the front just above the first set of number. அவ்வளவு கரெக்டா சொல்றாங்க பாருப்பா. First
sir.
set of numbers. That little metallic microchips allows your card to talk to the latest chip-enabled point of sale terminals. This only contains all the details about your account that can talk to the machine to which you are loading this. What is inside EMB chip? EMB cards are card holder information on metallic chip instead of in a magnetic stripe. These chips can only be authenticated by special readers, making them more secure than stripe only cards. அதெல்லாம் கூட தேவையில்லை. Simply,
Yes,
you
sir.
must know the details of your account are stored in this.
Yes, sir.
Then our card chips RFID. What is RFID?
RFID, to be precise, I will say it is used in tolls, sir. Toll plaza.
Expansion of
Radio
RFID.
frequency identification.
Super. Good.
Yes, sir.
Good point. You told correctly. EMB cards are called metallic chip. RFID enabled credit cards, also called contactless credit cards, tap to pay cards, have tiny RFID chips inside the card that allow the transmission of information. The RFID chip itself is not powered, but instead relies on energy transferred by an RF capable payment terminal. See, if you keep that card and go near that RFID enabled terminal, it
Yes, sir.
can read. Nowadays in India, they permit reading up to 2,000 rupees. 2000 ரூபாய் வரையில் பேமெண்ட். அதுதான் என்ன ப்ராப்ளம், உங்க பாக்கெட்டுக்குள்ள இருந்தா கூட அது ரீட் பண்ணிடும்.
Yes, sir.
So on that point also you must know. Good, excellent. So we have now seen about debit card and various functions to which it can be put into and all. So
Okay.
now supposing debit card is lost, what should I do?
Again, the same process, sir. You can call the toll-free number or customer care number. Inform them that debit card is lost, and they will block the debit card, asking the details of your account. Then go to the branch, say them that my debit card is lost, or else you can use your YONO app to get a new one, sir. You can just intimate that your card is lost through YONO and get a new one, sir. If my debit card is about to expire next month. The same process continues, sir.
Good. Now, please tell me what is meant by OTP?
OTP is known as one-time password, wherein a password is sent from the bank side to the customer for authenticating a transaction. It is done mostly in online transactions where you use a debit card or credit card to purchase something, and OTP is sent from the bank side.
Can
to
you
verify
tell me? Can you tell me some of the ways by which this OTP is being misused by people for withdrawing funds from one account to another without their permission?
Yes,
How
sir. Yes,
this
sir.
OTP is done? What is this? What is
Scam.
the
Yes, sir.
scam called?
Yes, sir.
Phishing. Can you
Phishing, yes, sir.
elaborate? Can you
Yes.
elaborate about phishing? What is phishing?
It's like, if I to be exact, I know a certain person's account number. I'm doing transaction with that person's account number for the benefit of me. I am not able to receive the OTP because the mobile number is associated with the customer. Just to know the OTP from the customer, me calling the customer and asking for details that such as your name, address, and saying that I'm calling from a bank and I need that OTP number. If this is the scenario, this is where phishing occurs, sir. Asking in for OTPs and debit card numbers, CVV numbers are called phishing, sir.
Very good. I
Yes,
think you can explain still better. Anurag, can you tell me this better way? Phishing.
Sir, it is used. Phishing is a term which is used for hackers. The hackers will call you at your registered mobile number, and they will be talking on behalf of our bank, and they would say that your credit card has been blocked and I can unlock it. I just need your details, personal details, like your name, your account number, your ATM 16-digit card, your Aadhaar card number, and finally they will ask your OTP in order to complete the transaction. So getting the personal information of the customer on behalf of bank, or say on behalf of pseudo hackers, is known as phishing term, sir.
Super. Rajan, could you understand the
Yes,
subtle
sir. Yes, sir.
difference?
Yes, sir.
The, yeah, here actually they do it in the case of debit card, credit card also.
Yes,
But
sir.
normally debit card is what they will say. Your debit card is to be blocked now. Please, we are going to renew another one. Please tell me the details like that they will ask. And the methodology for doing that, they are increasing it manifold. They are now doing it in, say, WhatsApp also. They will send a WhatsApp link. The moment you click that link, all your details will be going to them. They can make use of it.
Yes, sir.
So
Today
likewise.
morning I was using Google Pay, sir, and accidentally saw the CIBIL score, sir. Within just a click, I am able to see all the details I have done so far in my account, sir. I was so shocked by seeing it. Whatever transaction I did, I could see, sir.
Everything is seen there, Acha.
Yes,
CIBIL score.
Google Pay is a third-party user, wherein CIBIL score is partnered with Google Pay, and they are releasing all the data. Sir.
Now, how to know CIBIL score in this one? I don't know. Can you tell me?
If you have Google Pay, it is there is an option, check your CIBIL score, sir.
Sorry.
Right, like show your transaction history. Just above that, there is an option, check your CIBIL score, wherein you go there and just see the account number and enter your name as per the PAN card, sir. If you enter within seconds, you will get the details, sir. That's it, sir.
Oh. So no. This is here. Where is that one? You know your CIBIL score. Where anger called it?
You scroll down.
Yeah, check your CIBIL score for free.
Yes, sir. Last year it was 500 rupees cost to check your CIBIL score. Right now it is free of cost.
Now I think they have introduced this show transaction history.
That is
No,
you.
actually show transaction history ke mele they have introduced this.
Yes, sir. Show CIBIL score.
Mm. Let us check. Oh, first name we have to give.
Yes, sir. You should give it as per the PAN card.
As given in the PAN card.
PAN card, yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
You will come to know about the loans you have paid. The loans right now available you have taken, and the loans EMI you have missed with the CIBIL score, sir.
Acha. போக மாட்டேங்குது கரெக்ட் கண்டினியூ ஐ ஆத்தரைஸ் டு கண்டினியூ அதுவா டிக்கு போட்டுக்குதுப்பா நம்ம டிக்கு போடாமையே அதுவே டிக்கு போட்டுக்குது இட் இஸ் ஹேவிங் த டிக் ஓ பாபா எக்ஸலன்ட் ஸ்கோர்
Yes, sir.
811
Yes, sir.
811 it is telling me you are paying your EMI credit card bills on time. You are not spending over your credit limit. You are careful with your new credit applications. You know your CIBIL score, but do you know what your credit personality is? Play this game and find out later. That will be better. Super.
Yes, sir. Last year this was 500 rupees, sir. Just check the score.
No late payments, 174 by 174 payments on time.
All done. Yes, sir.
No overspending, credit limit is used wisely. No new applications. You are careful with new credit. See full report. Oh. So this is
Okay.
the details. Very good. So
Yes,
something
sir.
new I could know through you today. Thank you
Yes, sir.
so much. Now, please tell me, what are the sources of income for the bank?
Sources of income, sir. Yes, sir. Banks give loans to the customer and get interest, sir. This can be said as a source of income. Likewise, deposits and
Rajan, you are with me for the last 3 years. How
okay,
many
sir,
years?
3 years.
This
Deposit.
question we must have discussed many times with Ashrita also. Arshita, what is her name?
Ashrita.
Ashrita, whatever it is. Now, see, now banks make income one by virtue of interest on loans. First point.
Okay, sir.
By interest on loans. Number two, through service charges for
Okay,
various services done like bank assurance, mutual fund products, then locker rent, guarantee commission, then LC commission, etc. And the third one is banks get interest on the investment government securities made by them. They get interest on government securities investments made by them. And
Yes, sir.
also they get dividends from the shares investment made by them also. Okay. So when they, for example, some banks can invest in Adani Enterprises also. When the Adani Enterprises price goes down, they will lose. But when it goes up, they may gain when they sell it. That is also a possibility. But you
Yes,
don't
sir.
have to tell about shares, but
Okay,
tell
sir.
about government securities that will do. Now, please tell
Interesting.
me, last question for you, Rajan.
Sure.
Why banks are investing in government securities?
Banks are investing on government securities to get the interest from the government, sir, right? Like when the interest rate is being reduced, banks get a certain amount of money as interest when they are invested in government securities. So when the interest rate is increased, that interest the bank gets becomes low, sir. This is what has happened in Silicon Valley Bank, sir.
I was about to ask that, you told this. See, but your answer is not complete, Rajan. You
Okay,
should
sir.
have answered me. The banks invest in government securities because, as per statutory liquidity requirements
Okay,
under
sir.
RBI Act 1934, banks have to invest 18% of their total net and demand liabilities, net demand and time liabilities in government securities. 18% must be kept in government securities or gold or in the form of cash. So instead of keeping it as cash without getting any interest, it is better to keep it as government securities.
Yes, sir.
But the point you were mentioning is, in the case of Silicon Valley Bank, they did a good thing only. They invested in government securities. But
Securities.
unfortunately, when the rates started rising, the bond
They can
yield value came down, and that
yes.
resulted in heavy loss for them. Can you name one more bank, two more banks that were liquidated in USA?
The next bank was Silvergate Bank and Silvergate
Another
Silicon
one.
Valley.
Hmm. Another one,
Yes, sir.
Signature Bank.
Signature Bank.
Signature Bank. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now you have to remember about another thing that is happening in Switzerland also.
Yes, sir. Credit Suisse.
What is the capital of Switzerland?
Capital of Switzerland is
Anybody knows what is the capital of Switzerland?
सब बर्लिन नहीं तो जर्मनी
Bern, no?
it's Bern.
बर्न
Great.
बर्न
Bern, right. Who is the prime minister? Because whenever such things happen, we must know about that country also. Who is the Switzerland prime minister or president? Switzerland prime minister or president? I don't know. Wow. Who is the important person? Does Switzerland have president or prime minister? Anybody knows?
No, sir.
Huh? Uh, Singapore has president. Switzerland, who controls Switzerland? Switzerland is governed by a federal council, a 7-member collegial body whose decisions are made by consensus. Federal councillors are elected by United Federal Assembly, which consists of an upper and lower chamber. The National Council is the lower house and represents people. Is Switzerland democracy or dictatorship? Can you tell me, Rajan? Is Switzerland democracy or dictatorship?
It is a democratic country, sir.
Correct. Switzerland is among the freest countries in the
Yes,
world,
sir.
with a 2020 score of 39 out of 40 on political rights and 57 out of 60 on civil liberties, for a combined score of 96 out of 100.
Okay, sir.
Is Switzerland a superpower country? For 9th successive year, Switzerland was named as the world's most innovative country by the World Intellectual Property Organization, a specialized agency of United Nations. Yeah. What is the currency in Switzerland? See,
Swiss franc, sir.
so this is the problem when something happens in one country, we must get to know the details, further details about that company by going through Wikipedia or by going through searching. For example, Afghanistan, what has happened in Afghanistan?
There was an earthquake which resulted tremors in New Delhi, sir.
Nicely you told, but there is no need for you to tell New Delhi. You could have
Okay.
told me there was an earthquake of 6.8 or 6.5 Richter scale, but damages are not known. I have not come
Not
up.
more. Yes, sir.
And actually, what you said is right. The earthquake has happened in Pakistan and also it was felt in
Apparently.
India, New
Yes,
Delhi
sir.
also. Good. I am happy you are reading newspaper regularly.
Yes, sir.
When can you tell the salient features of Tamil Nadu budget, recent budget
Recent budget, sir. First
particular
thing is,
budget?
yes, sir, I know, sir.
Hmm.
I
Tell
knew
me.
few.
Uh,
Uh, Women's are given rupees 1,000 for 1,000 as a
hmm.
money every month from the government, sir.
From
And millet
September.
missions, yes, sir,
Hmm.
from September.
Hmm.
Millet missions is a
Hmm. Hmm.
uh, not getting that word, sir. They have this millet mission, and they are about to expand metros in other cities like Madurai, Coimbatore, Trichy,
Hmm.
and Madurai, Coimbatore.
See, important point you have to tell is the
Yes, sir.
budget reports a significant reduction in the annual revenue deficit from approximately 62,000 crore to around rupees 30,000 crores in the
Yes,
revised
sir.
estimates for the current year.
Yes, sir. Yes,
This
sir.
reduction is even more impressive considering it is around rupees 5,000 crore less than the pre-COVID year. So, அந்த மாதிரி இதுல you must go through. I think they have announced so many. The state government will procure 1,000 new buses, renovate 500 old buses at a
Yes,
cost
sir.
of rupees 500 crore. So, likewise, these things you must be able to tell. And I was more interested in knowing about the that point has come. The state government has decided to revise the guideline value to the rates prevailing till 8/6/2017 and to reduce the registration fee to 2%. Henceforth, for deeds of sale, gift exchange, 5% stamp duty, 2% transfer duty, 2% transfer fee will be applicable. For non-family settlement, 7% stamp duty will be available. So the problem is they have mm, they have reduced the registration charges, but they have increased the guideline value.
Okay,
For
sir.
example, the guideline value of all the places in Tamil Nadu, they have been raised. That is one. So likewise, I request you to go through, and this 1,000 rupees is 1,000 monthly honorarium for women heads of families from September 15.
Okay, sir.
Then there is one scheme for growth of North Chennai,
Not
Vada
Chennai,
Chennai
1,000 crores.
Valarchi Thittam. Then 1,000 new buses to be procured.
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 Okay, sir.
Tamil Nadu's 18th wildlife sanctuary to come up at E-Road. I am
Okay.
giving the link in our Telegram page.
Okay, sir.
This is coming in, say, from Hindu only. Then there is a scheme known as non-Mudalvan scheme. A sum of rupees 50 crore has been provided for the non-Mudalvan scheme. Currently, about 12.7 lakh students from engineering and arts and science colleges are being trained under this program. As many as 12,582 engineering faculty, 7,797 arts and science faculty have been trained. Then road infrastructure in Chennai. A four-way lane overbridge is to be built from Tenampet to Saidapet at a total outlay of 621 crore. Then assistance for civil, this is another important point. Assistance for civil service aspirants. Yes, civil service aspirants will be provided rupees 7,500 per month for 10 months to prepare for the preliminary examination. Those students who clear the preliminary examination will be provided a lump sum amount of rupees 25,000. For this program, an amount of rupees 10 crore has been allocated to Tamil Nadu Skills Development Corporation in the budget estimates 2023-24. Next important point, 6,967 crore allotted for higher education. Then Annal Ambedkar Business Champion Scheme for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe entrepreneurs. Metro rail at Coimbatore and Madurai. Then lower GSDP. The state's own tax revenues, which were a healthy 8% of the gross state domestic product during 2006-11, have witnessed a precipitous fall in the last 10 years and reached 5.58% in 2020-21. This is much lower when compared to other large states such as Maharashtra and Karnataka. Some news about that. Another point, allocation for environment. A sum of rupees 1,248 crore has been allotted for environment. Then rupees 500 crore, very important point, for expansion of CM breakfast scheme.
Yes,
Then
sir.
completion of new classrooms and labs in government colleges. Global Sports Hub in Chennai. Allocation for tribal welfare. Revenue deficit brought down to 30,000 crore. This point I told already.
Yes.
Integrated portal to student education assistance. Makkalai Thedi Maruthuvam scheme to benefit migrant workers too. Training center for technical teachers. Kalanyar Memorial Hospital at Kindi, Chennai to be functional by this year, 1,000 bed. Chola Museum to come up at Tanjavur. International Tamil Computing Conference to be held. Then this is very good. This much points have to be told. Not everything, at least a few points from and out of this. You can tell about IAS. You can
Okay,
tell
sir.
about Magalir Tittam
Yes, sir.
and some such, whatever points you are able to remember, you can tell. That will go well. Thank you so much, Rajan, for volunteering to come for this mock interview.
Yes, sir.
And best wishes. Your performance was not bad, but it can be further improved.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it can be further improved. Thank you so much.
Yes.